about how working at a hotel led to major successes in my life that I never expected. So to start off, I want to start with a story. And that story is a very low point in my life. I was going to the University of Dayton studying biology and really hated it. And to a 5-year program of the 4th year, I dropped out and wasn't doing anything with my life. I was living with my parents and working the same high school dead-end job that I had been when I was working in high school, which was a YMCA lifeguard. My parents, kind of seeing that I wasn't going nowhere, recommended that I apply to a hotel and maybe see where that takes me. They worked at hotels when they were younger and they really enjoyed it. That's actually where they met. And I thought that was an opportunity that I could take, and I reached out and applied and found myself working a front office position for a residence inn down on OSU campus. From that job, I learned to cope with my anxiety on some situations that I never really expected. Learned to organize myself and lead to success in my academic career, and showed me a career path and a future that I never really even dreamed of. So the first hurdle that I had to overcome while working at the hotel was learning to deal with a lot of anxiety. At this time in my life, I had a lot of anxiety of doing day-to-day situations, and one of the first things that they tell you to do at the hotel is pick up a phone and call someone, or deal with a guest of a certain situation, whether it be good or bad. Anyone who knows me knows that I am a very skittish person when it comes to anything of like calling a person or doing anything like that. I'm very timid, and a lot of those situations I would freeze up, and if I didn't do something, I could lose my job. I wouldn't overcome anything, and I had to learn from that. Now I can confidently pick up a phone and deal with any situation. I call companies, I email guests, I do a lot of crazy things that every day, a year ago, would be unfeasible, something that I never would have thought of. The second thing was that it stepped up my organizational skills. Working at the hotel, we have a lot of money that comes in and out, and I work very tightly with our accounting team to make sure that all of our paperwork and all of our things that we need for taxes, especially coming up in February, are where they need to be. And I had never worked a front office job. Organization was something that was entirely new for me, especially in my school career. I was never organized, and one thing that came from conquering the anxiety was applying to Columbus State, and now being at Columbus State, I need to be organized in my classes to be successful. Using my organizational skills that I learned from working at the hotel, I was able to organize my school life. I carry around a planner now. I never would have expected that. I have binders for different classes. I keep everything organized. The paper always has a place, and that shocks me. It's the first time in my life that I've done that, and that's really cool. I never would have expected that in my school career from my work career. The last thing that working at a hotel did for me was showing me a career for my future. Working at the front office, I had to learn how to manage time. I had to learn how to manage people, and I've learned a love for operations. I love working with so many different departments in an organization, and I work with a wide variety and background of people, which is really, really cool. And in the hotel industry, they're really keen on moving up positions. I recently applied for a supervisor position in the front office, something literally I never would have dreamed of. But learning to deal with my anxiety and organizational skills, becoming better, I kind of had the confidence to do that. And that's something I never would have expected. So to conclude the speech, working with my anxiety and learning how to manage that and use it in situations to better myself. Learning better organizational skills to prepare me for a better future. And looking towards a career path and final goals really developed me in a way that I never would have expected, and that never would have happened had I not applied to work in a front office for a hotel. Thank you for your time. My name is Grant Rogers. Have a great day.
Thank you.